Hey, welcome to Ray's Kitchen. Sorry about the technical fault before, but we are live right now. I'm Monique, this is Ray.
Hi, and we're just going to do it all again.
Because we've got great stories and heaps of information to share. But firstly, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Ray's Home. We are making something I'm very excited about because I love baking, and that's what tonight's about,
Well,
right?
I quite like baking too, and what I'm going to do is make this really old-fashioned French cake. Doesn't even have baking powder in it.
Wow.
You know, and everything from...
Oh yeah, from
yeah.
Adicia. Actually, a big shout out to them. Thank you
Yeah.
to the team at Adicia for sending the ingredients today. Really thankful. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
All right, pop it away.
Okay, so this is a French almond cake.
Right, let's talk about this. You said there's no baking powder in
No
it.
baking.
So...
Well, you expect in a cake there's going to be baking powder, but this doesn't need it. This is the beauty of eggs.
Okay, so where did you get the recipe from?
Oh, okay. I'm a real cook, you know. I'm the one that went to Paris, which I love,
Yeah.
Paris, to see my friends, and
Yeah.
they said, right, we're going to go to the Palace of Versailles.
Well, that's a bit flash.
Yeah,
really.
well, I thought it was pretty flash. To have a look,
Yeah.
and we got off the train after we got there, and
Yeah.
I said, hey, stop, I want, that's a brocante. I want to...
Okay, what's that word?
That's a
Brocante.
brocante.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and I want to, and it's a second-hand shop.
I love second-hand
Me
shops.
too.
Addicted.
Yeah, second-hand.
Yeah.
Second-hand. What
Egg
else?
beater, second-hand.
Oh, egg beater, I'm going to use
Best
second.
egg beater.
Yeah, you get the best kitchen equipment in those places.
You
So
do.
anyway, we go in there, we're having a good look around, it's really interesting. I see the silver ladle, which really lovely.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford it.
$1 million, no go.
No, but I could afford the little French cookbook.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's
so I
awesome.
bought the cookbook, and this is a recipe from that book, which I've fiddled around with.
Okay, so I've got a couple of questions. What year was this?
Oh
you
god,
got
that
the
would have been
cookbook?
like 4 years ago or something.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Secondly, was it in English or French?
That was in French.
So what have
I can do it because
Oh, you can do
I was lucky. I went to a school where they taught us French really early, and I always liked the idea.
That's cool.
Because I find it really interesting.
Language, eh? That's
It's
a whole nother session.
It's a whole different session. Yeah, let's make a cake.
Cool, this is really exciting. Now, remember we are live, guys, so if you've got any questions, I've got the feeds here, whether you're watching on the Adicia Farmers Market page, Your Fix TV, or on Ray's page. Message in, say hi, and share your questions if you've got any, and tell us what you're baking as well. This recipe is great. It's already on Ray's website, raymcvinnie.com, right there on the front page. Download it, make it for yourself, and share the pictures with us.
Yeah, I really want to see what you guys do. I mean, once I've done this recipe is yours. You can do what you like with it, but I'd love to see what you end up doing with it.
Totally agree.
Okay.
So what do we do?
I'm going to make this in a ring tin because I really love it in a ring tin. Of course, if you haven't got to bake that whole bit in the middle, it's going to cook a little bit faster. So it only takes half an hour to cook.
Oh, that's
which is
cool.
quite good.
Yeah.
Usually cakes take a bit longer. This is a really nice. It has a sort of coil pattern there like that. And
Think
what
it's pretty.
I've done is I melted some butter.
Yeah.
Not too much, because you don't want to have big pools of butter in this,
No.
especially if it's a shaped tin like this. And I painted it all over the inside of that.
That is
And
dedication.
then no, it's not dedication. It just means the cake's going to come out.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, and then I got some extra rice flour. I went shh until it stuck to all
That's
the butter,
cool.
and then I went.
Like that, and
Tapped
got
it
the
all
excess
out
out.
and got the
Can I have
excess
a
out.
look?
Yeah.
Hey, can you see this? I'll just show the camera so we can see what's inside. So you just paint the butter on the inside,
Yeah.
and then you put that rice flour in the middle.
Yeah.
So I've noticed in the recipe you're not using any wheat flour. So is this
Okay.
technically? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, so this is technically a gluten-free recipe?
Yeah, not because I'm desperate about gluten. I love gluten-rich things.
Excellent.
Like
I'll spot
bread.
that back
Very
down.
good. No, what I wanted to make it really light. Mostly just the almonds.
Okay,
so I
cool.
thought, how can I do that? And it has about 2 tablespoons of rice flour in there.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, very light. It's
Yeah,
nice.
so the key ingredient really is all about the almonds.
It's an almond cake, and it tastes like a little bit like vanilla. It's got a little
Yeah.
bit of vanilla in it, not much, and these lovely almonds. Now, I'm going to get busy. Okay?
Yeah, do it, you do it.
Righto. So, and there's going to be a bit of big noise going on while we beat this stuff
Excellent.
up. All right. So, what I need to do is I need to get 4 eggs and separate them. Just get in.
Now, Carol
sync
Lloyd
here.
actually just asked
Carol,
rice flour,
how are you? Yep.
question mark.
Yeah. What about it? You're just,
What about it? What do you want to know? Is it the particular type of rice flour,
No.
or what do you want to know?
It's rice flour. Just go to a good shop or a health food shop or somewhere like Faro that sells everything and buy yourself some rice flour. It's really easy to find. Yeah.
I think it's great. I have
It's
some
made
in
of
the cupboard.
made of rice.
Yeah, it's really good. You can also use it if you are, instead of using wheat flour, if you're battering things.
Yeah, you can actually
really
use
good.
it. Yeah, it is good. All right, so we've got 4 separated eggs here.
So why are you separating them?
Because
where's the magic?
Because the first part of what's going on here is going to be the sort of lovely rich part of the cake, which is the yolks, which is what's got all the fat in them.
Yeah.
And then when I beat the egg yolks, when I beat the egg whites and fold it in later, that's going to make it rise.
Gotcha. Because I remembered you said there's no baking powder in here. I was thinking, how's it going to rise?
It was done in probably this recipe comes from the days when there was no baking powder. You know, it's an old.
Has there never been baking powder?
Well, I don't think they used it in the 18th century.
No,
it would be a 19th century thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway, and 4 egg yolks, 125 of pasta sugar.
Cool.
Get your whisk, because we're going to whisk that, and whisks are for whisking.
Okay, so that's a balloon whisk.
Yep.
Why are you doing that? Are you trying to aerate that?
Yeah. I want to turn what is basically, see that yellow and white, egg yolks and sugar, into a pale yellow cream.
When DOS becomes uno.
Yeah, well, actually, which isn't that what we like about cooking? Are we able to talk about the noise of this, because it goes on for a little while?
I'm not sure. Maybe we should do some interpretive dance or something. No?
Over to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think, Pete?
It's not too bad.
Yeah. All right. So we just need to beat this a little bit. Okay. Which is kind of boring for everybody, really.
Well, we can say some hi to people. Hi, Rochelle. Rochelle is one of my favourite people in the world. She's watching tonight, and she's a great baker in her own right. Nice to see you watching the stream tonight. A few people watching you too.
It's kind of boring, isn't it, with this noise going? I'm very Pete's freaking out over here, but we got to do it.
Now Carol Lloyd asks, is rice flour lighter than wheat flour?
And it's lighter than wheat flour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good question, Carol. Thank you. And Cookie Wild, she's watching. She said, hi, Ray. Thanks for being with the legend at short notice.
Oh.
Yay.
My pleasure.
We're just moving the microphone. That's Pete there.
Yeah.
Moving the microphone away from the kitchen.
There's not too much more of this, you'll be pleased to know.
Okay, perfect.
Right. Okay.
How do you know when that's ready?
When it looks like.
Wow, that's cool.
When it looks like when I show you, it's almost there.
It's gone from bright yellow to, and we'll show you, from bright yellow to kind of creamy and pretty.
And you kind of have to give it a bit of a scrape down every so often, so I'll just wipe the edges of that.
Rochelle Coblin, who's watching, said, what's cooking good looking? Right back at you, little lady. We're making an almond cake, which is gluten-free and absolutely delicious, inspired by a French recipe.
Yeah. That's why I call it a French almond cake.
Yeah, nice. Like
but I love it because it tastes like almonds. I'll tell you why in a minute. Like, really tastes like almonds. Alright, so look, I'm going to show you what this looks like. It looks like, you beat it till it looks like this.
That is amazing.
Alright? Yeah.
Wow, so it's gone from 2 separate ingredients. It's almost into kind of a creamy pasty kind of.
Yeah, and isn't that what we love about cooking? The one sort of quote I loved in that Julia and Julia movie, the rest of it I wasn't quite so keen on, is that poor harassed woman said, I love cooking because when I go home and I'm frazzled, I know that if I'm carefully stir drops of oil into egg yolks, it will turn into mayonnaise.
That blows my mind as well, I have to say.
All right,
watching people do that, maybe I need to get out more, I don't know.
Alright. So that's ready. Now, next thing I need is 125 of butter, and I need it softened. I'm using Lewis Road because I love it. Alright.
It is a good product.
Yeah.
I use it as well. Love it. Bread
and
in this. So good.
Oh, no, and alright, don't go.
Don't go.
It's another session. You need to soften it, so it looks like this. See, it's soft.
So good.
Yeah, really lovely. You don't want to melt it. You just want it to be softened because I'm going to put it in there and beat the hell out of it. Yeah.
I love it. I actually noticed with Lewis Road, because I don't know how they make it. I don't know the story, but it is a lot softer when it's out of the fridge.
It is, yeah. And it doesn't have that strange sort of dark yellow, slightly rancid coating on the outside. Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I don't.
So the 125 of softened butter goes in there, but the whisking is over. So you remove the whisk and you use the paddle. Right? Yeah, because whisks are for whisking.
Yeah.
Yeah, putting air. I don't want to put air into this anymore. I just want to. As soon as I've found the magic comment, there you go. Yeah, I want to actually beat this together now. So this is all the fatty things and the sweet thing getting, beaten together. Fat and sugar, you can't beat it. As fast food companies know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now, why are you doing this in a machine, not by hand?
Because I have a machine which I'm really lucky to have, and it's quicker, and you could do it by hand if you want to, but it's just more convenient.
Can you use an egg beater to do it?
Could use an egg beater to do the first part.
Okay, not this part.
And then you'd have to take to
Fold
it
it. Yeah.
No, you'd have to take to this part with a like a wooden spoon, beat the hell out of it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, a little bit of vanilla. Okay, use a natural or a pure vanilla extract. That's going in there too. Go over there, and I'm going to beat the hell out of this. All right.
Now remember, we are live, so if you've got any questions at all, it doesn't have to be related to just this recipe. If you've got other culinary questions, feel free to share them into the feed. Because we can see you guys online, whether you're on the Adesia page, the Your Fix TV, my page, or on Ray's page. We can see you there, so just feel free to shoot questions our way, because we love being helpful.
We love,
hey, that's so pretty.
Well,
the colour is really lovely.
I'm really pleased.
Hope you guys can see that okay.
Like that. Yeah. So that's the first part. I mean, it's really hard, isn't it?
Actually, we'll take it. Do you want to have another look? There you go.
Okay,
nice.
So that's got the egg yolks, the vanilla, the sugar, and the butter. All right.
Loves that.
I'm going to just scrape that down.
So I'm kind of excited about this because I prefer gluten-free food, just personally. I feel better.
Hey, it's your life.
It is my life.
Yeah.
And when I've been to cafes, they have had almond cakes. I don't know if they're French almond cakes, but they've had almond cakes. Now, when you have to pay $5 for a small slice of cake, let's take a look, because we're thinking of the home economics. Cost-wise, how much would it be a slice if you're making it yourself?
Almonds are quite expensive. Look, I've never costed it out. Give me a break.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, my people will talk to you.
Okay, let's talk about that.
But it's got to be cheaper than,
than $5
going to a cafe, sitting down, and because that's what you're paying for, the convenience of doing that.
That's right, and obviously you've got an eye on the ingredients.
Homemade is always best. I always think. Anyway,
so.
Hey, listen, that's 250 grams of natural almonds with their skins on, in the food processor until it's medium fine, like that. It's kind of a little bit chunky. It's not like that. You know the almond meal that you buy? It's too fine for this cake.
I was going to say, can you use almond meal?
Don't use almond meal.
That is cool.
You know, do it yourself. It's going to taste better. This is why this cake tastes so beautifully strongly of almonds. So
I have a question, because I have watched a lot of recipes that use a lot of nuts and a lot of raw food recipes and things. Dr. Oz on TV, he said that if you're going to do anything with almonds, that you should activate the nuts first. You should soak them. Do you do that here? No. Okay, good. There you go. Why do you listen to things on TV? Why do you listen to popular nutrition? Just use good food, real ingredients, no additives. Don't eat too much of anything or too little of anything. Don't eat a lot of the same thing every day. You'll get plenty of exercise. Be moderate and stop worrying, and you'll be fine. Okay, thank you. Yeah, there you go. So there you go. Food nutrition for the day. Almonds and 60 grams of rice flour goes in there. Perfect. Stir up. Just stir it all up. Actually, you can stir all that up while I get the Swift Whip out and beat these egg whites. Excellent. So, I love baking. Can I just say that? I love baking. Come on, like you mean it. Trying. Okay. So beat these. Don't beat the egg whites till they're really dry and crumbly. You want to get them like lots of air into there. Until they hold soft peaks. Okay, so this egg beater. That's a doozy. We've talked about this before. I've got two of them.
on the lookout for another one.
So good.
Yes, they're called a Swift Whip. I think made in Australia. They're old. This would have been what 60s or something.
Yeah, very cool.
But they work. Look at. I mean, see how fast that did it. Where did I get it? From another brocante.
Okay, from a second-hand shop.
Second-hand shop. Yeah, you find the best things there.
Yeah, you do.
All right, and see that is soft peaks.
Oh,
Okay.
Rochelle's
Hey,
just said, keep up the good work, guys. Thanks, Rochelle.
Thank you. Does that mean you're going, Rochelle?
Oh, don't go. Don't go. Stay with us.
Yeah. Okay, what's the rule? Dry.
Stiff
No, dry for egg whites in your bowl. You don't want any water there,
Okay.
otherwise it won't.
It won't whip.
And cold.
I've
and
done
for whipping.
that.
So when you're whipping egg whites or cream, it's dry for egg whites, cold for cream.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so here we have a little. How you doing there?
Yeah, good. I think it's all
Okay,
mixed.
so what you've got. I'll
Okay.
take over.
Yeah,
what,
cool.
you end up with a rather thick mixture that you think, how am I ever going to get those into there? You know, and we'll just scrape off this little.
I kind of want to like stick my finger in and eat that because it looks
Have a
really
taste.
pasty
It's
and
really
yum.
good. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Very tempted
Oh
myself.
yeah.
What you do is you use a little bit of the egg whites, not all of them, and you don't. This isn't that that brain surgeon precision sort of folding. Terrified that you're going to get all the air out.
Yeah.
Not, honestly, give
So
that
it's
a go.
quite a robust recipe.
Yeah, very forgiving, very
cool.
forgiving. And what I've done is I've put a little bit of the egg whites in there just to sort of loosen up this mixture, make it a bit sloppier, so it's easier to put the next lot in.
Gotcha.
Okay, so off we go. Give it a good stir up.
Because I was looking at it at first and I thought, wow, if
Way
you're...
too thick. Eh?
Yeah, it was too thick.
Yeah. So now you can put the rest in.
That is cool.
Right, and then you'd be a little bit more careful. You don't have to be too careful. But,
So does that mean it's a little bit like, when you're making, say, a Louise cake and you've got all the egg white and the topping. Is it going to be kind of fluffy like that? No.
Not really, no, it's a cake.
Okay.
The thing about eggs is that they have coil-shaped proteins. So when you take to them with a beater, they go to foam. And inside the foam is air. And when you put air into something hot, it expands. And of course, that's why this will rise without baking powder.
That is
I was watching it on the Cake Channel today, which was my oven, and I'd forgotten how amazing this cake rises.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
very, very cute. But anyway, as I said, you don't have to get too worried about how you.
Question.
Yep.
Why are you using a metal spoon to mix this through, not a wooden
Because
one?
I want to be able to cut through it.
Okay.
And I
cool.
want a very thin edge on it so that I'm not squashing all the air out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, you should always use a metal spoon for
That's
folding.
great.
And folding is from the bottom, pour it over the top. Okay? So it's like you're trapping the foam.
Gotcha.
You seeing that, Pete? Yeah. Okay. And you end up with a rather lovely mixture that you just want to bury your face in and eat.
It looks really good. It looks a little bit, and I'll show you guys.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit like that Bircher muesli.
It does look a
overnight
little.
oats.
Yeah, it does look a little bit like muesli.
Yeah.
All right. One other thing.
Can I show them?
Yeah,
Can I show them
go
first?
on, go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have a look
Come
at
up on the
this.
spoon.
Okay. So there you go.
Alright.
It's like that. It's quite. It's a little bit looser than I thought.
Don't
Oh, sorry.
shaking it too much.
Don't shake it too much. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it's a little bit looser than I thought. Very much like porridge or muesli, something like that.
Yeah. And then because you've put, you've stuck flour to melted butter basically on the tin, you don't want to disturb that. Okay, so when you put this in here, don't push it in there and start pushing it around because you'll wipe it off the bottom.
And it will stick.
And it's got lots of butter, so it's going to melt into shape anyway.
That's cool.
So
So you're going to put dollops in.
Yeah, I'm just going to dollop
Dollop's
that
a good
round.
word, isn't it?
Dollop's a very good word. I think someone has a business called Dollop
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yes.
Oh, fab.
I'm just going to
That's
put that
cool.
around there like that until it's all.
I love that tin, Ray. Where's that from?
That's French.
Oh.
I like that tin
Yeah.
too. Yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah. I also really like this tin because it's pressed steel.
Yeah,
Some
that's
sort of a
cool.
mould, got a round of tin or whatever it is, hang on, bang, and it's
Awesome.
there's no seams in it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very good.
Hey, now if you guys are looking for this recipe, you can actually head to Ray's website. It's right there on the front page, raymcvinnie.com. And if you're looking if you look through the other recipes on his site, some of them are for VIPs only. So all you need to do to access every other recipe on his site is you need to sign up with your email address. to that website, raymcvinnie.com, and you can have access to all of the other recipes. There's a whole bunch of things you can cook for dinner right now.
My job is I've got to do the next lot, right?
That's
we
right.
need to have more recipes on there.
That's right. I'm about to load, I think it's 25 sweet recipes in there.
Yes. Oh, right.
Yeah, so I've loaded all your savoury
good,
ones in
good,
there, so we've got
good.
25 sweet recipes.
And we're kind of doing it like small plates, big plates, sweet plates, and you can use those wherever you like. You know, if you like to eat your sweet plate first, hey, it's your kitchen.
Eat dessert first, life is short sometimes.
So that just goes in the oven for half an hour.
Okay. Pete, did you get a shot of that?
Oh.
Excellent. Just making sure that you guys can see it at home.
Okay.
Looks great.
I mean, you know, it's a pretty unassuming little cake, but it's very nice. So that's going in the oven.
Perfect.
We don't want any of this anymore.
Looking good, guys. Can't wait to try it. Now, Ray, how would you serve this cake? A little sprinkle of icing sugar, cup of tea, something more exciting?
You can use this recipe as a dessert. It's quite nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I quite like cake for dessert sometimes.
Same.
You got to put something with it, like whipped cream.
Okay.
And I'm going to put some fruit with this. So hang on, let me just get rid of this.
Excellent. Now on Ray's website, just to let you guys know, is you can see the other live videos if you've missed them from these Facebook Lives. And remember, you can share pictures of your culinary success on Ray's Facebook page because he loves to see what you're up to.
I'm really interested in what you guys do, you know, and the sort of things that you like. Yeah. Okay, so we can't wait. I mean, we're not going to wait till this thing's cooked.
The big reveal.
All right. I mean, it's a very
beautiful.
Looks like a little plain cake. Full of flavour, very unassuming, but it's just got the most lovely flavour.
What I love is that you can see a lot of that almond meal all the way through.
That's what I like about it too.
It
looks like it's made of real food, you know?
And that's what we like.
Yeah. Just get a couple of things out of the fruit.
Okay, so we're serving it with fruit and cream. Would you serve it warm or cool?
You can serve it warm if you want to. Cold is fine. You know, there's a lot of almond oil in that, and it's got a lot of butter, so it's going to stay really moist. It's a good little keeper, this cake. Stick it in a cake tin with a lid.
Will it become more moist over a few days?
It'll work for a week.
Yeah,
you know, take a little bit every morning, about 11, with a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the day.
Love it, yeah.
Love it.
I looked around because it's nice to serve this full of, you know, if it's a ring tin with a gap, you can fill it full of berries. And the best berries at the moment are blueberries.
Look at the size of some of these blueberries, Ray. It's insane.
I know, they're crazy, eh? Look at that.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, and we're not going to go there with it's a superfood and everything because that's so boring. It's just really good natural food, okay? And you should eat a little bit of it every so often.
So good.
All right, you're going to try a bit of this?
Oh yeah, heaps.
All right. So it looks amazing with strawberries too.
Oh yeah, pretty colour coming through.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Could you use a berry mix as well?
You could use a berry mix, yeah. And I mean, if you're going to serve this as a pudding, you could use frozen berries just brought to the boil with a little bit of sugar, chilled down again, pour it all in the middle, you know, enough, and all that syrup will just all get soaked up by the cake. It'll be really, really nice.
Good. Okay, so what about citrus? Could you put mandarin segments with it?
No, it's not really a citrus thing, I don't think. Yeah.
No, that's cool.
All right, hang on.
Oh, Huia Smythe just said that looks gorgeous. I know, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Huia, what a great name.
Beautiful name.
Yeah. Okay, Huia. It's the colour of my punana.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Does that Huia means green? Does it?
No.
Not sure. Oh, okay.
Karaka means green, a bit.
Oh, okay. I'm going off to learn.
I'm
going to go off the. Oh, kakariki.
Huia is the name of a very sacred bird.
Yeah. No, I'm going off to learn te reo.
Are you? That's so cool.
Yeah. Could you pass me that icing sugar, please?
Yes, I
could. Just behind your computer.
What do you call this, love? Icing sugar.
I know. And give it a little blizzard of icing sugar.
Now, okay. Gabriela de Urtiaga.
Gabriela de Urtiaga, Argentinian, I think.
It is. She said, wow, it looks so yummy.
Well, you should see what she makes.
Oh, really?
Gabriela, you make the alfajores. Basically, chocolate sandwich, little biscuits sandwiched with dulce de leche. Yeah,
love that.
Really, really good.
Love it a
lot.
You
should go to Faro and buy some. They're amazing.
I think I need to.
All right.
That has to be the most beautiful dessert. I have to photograph it, I think.
I mean, pretty simple.
Let me photograph that first.
Let's just get rid of that. off the bench.
I'm going to check in with you guys. Does everybody else photograph their food? I hope so.
I can't eat anything until I photograph it.
Yeah, I'm just going to photograph it right now.
Yeah.
I hope you guys photograph it, and if you do, make sure you share it on Ray's page, because he really seriously loves to see what you're cooking. If you've got a great family recipe, we'd love to try it. So make sure you share it on his page.
You got to see me do this because I'm going to cut it, and I want to get a picture of it, the whole thing, before I cut it. So
I always think icing sugar like that reminds me of Christmas.
It does,
snow.
eh? What is it? Snow.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So.
Welcome to the world of a food writer.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. That's better.
Oh,
so
that looks nice.
Stick it on.
That's going on Instagram.
Instagram, definitely. Right, let's get you a piece of this.
I was going to say, look, it's a great looking cake, but how does it taste? Hint, hint. Now, if you guys have just joined the broadcast and you want to try this cake for yourself, the recipe is already on Ray McVinnie's website, raymcvinnie.com. And I really have to thank the people who have been part of this show tonight. Obviously, Ray, Pete from Your Fix TV, who's behind the camera tonight, and also to the people at Adesia who sent the Adesia Farmers Market who sent us the ingredients, and Lewis Road butter.
Yep, and
love them.
They're beautiful.
And their cream.
Cream, of course, which
So
I'm going to
good.
put on here for you to eat.
Do it. Let's
All
try
right.
it.
Okay. Yeah, so I like cakes, dead convenient. To be able to bake one thing and then share it out with a whole lot of people. It means you don't have to do all those stupid little individual things.
But there's something about the tradition of making cakes. I grew up in the kitchen making cakes and biscuits, and there's something beautiful about it.
See that? It's just the most lovely sort of
It's
moist.
very dense with the, you know, when you look at the almonds.
Yeah, but it's a lot, when you taste
light?
it's a lot lighter than you'd think. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right. So we'll give you some of those to go with it.
Oh, I love my job, Ray, I have to say, because
Yeah,
I get to try these
I
things.
kind of like my job too, actually. And blob a bit of cream on there.
Oh.
And hey, you're in business now. I've got to see if she likes it.
All right. Now, I'm a very hard critic, I have to say.
Right.
You know, my mum, she's a cooking teacher, so I grew up in the kitchen, I did.
Can you smell it?
It's so good.
It smells like almonds.
It does,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
it's really
okay.
nice.
Having a little bit of everything.
Okay. I don't think it's like she's going to say it's bad. What's it like?
Really good.
It's good, eh? Yeah.
It is not what I expected.
What did you expect?
I don't know. I thought it would be sweeter.
Oh no, it's only got half a cup of sugar in it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's not sweet. You can taste
It's
the
sweet enough,
almonds.
but it's
it's really lovely. Really good for a dessert.
I like
have to
food
say.
that tastes strongly. As Elizabeth Davis said, I like food that tastes strongly of what it's made of.
Might have to just try another little bit just in
go on.
case. But I highly recommend you guys give it a go, because I mean that was pretty easy, right?
It's pretty easy. Pretty easy. Hey, so anyway, that's my little French almond cake there.
Little bit of history, a little bit of a story. Real food.
Real food.
Dead easy.
Was there anything without additives in there?
No.
There wasn't. And dead easy. Yeah.
And that is really, really good. If you are a fan of almonds, you are going to absolutely love this. Quick question, Ray. Could you replace it with walnuts?
You could replace it, not walnuts, hazelnuts.
Hazelnuts would be
the
amazing.
thing, yeah. Have you got any more questions at all? Anything going on?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
Lots of people watching and not lots of questions, but you can send in your questions to Ray's Facebook page.
Yep.
This is really cool. A great recipe, and I can't believe you did it so quickly.
I only do think, look, I'm probably a lazy cook here. So, yeah, I want maximum sort of outcome for, not minimum effort, because I do enjoy doing it. But, you know, I don't have to work in a restaurant anymore where everything's got to be so, you know.
So true,
finicky.
so true.
So I like to make things like this.
Excellent.
So that was fun.
That was super fun. Hey, so guys, if you want the recipe, head to Ray's website. There's a whole bunch of other recipes that you can try out there as well. And again, thanks to Adesia, thanks to Lewis Road, and thank you, Ray McVinnie, for making my dessert tonight. You've done a great job.
My pleasure.
All right, guys, keep in touch. And remember, we're here every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m, live streaming with a great new recipe for you to try in your kitchen.
Thanks, everyone.
See you next time. Bye.